Hey, first I'm say all praises, glory, I'm say how about Shema Shah, Bashim Kakudash. Give double honor to elders, apostles, and teachers, great millstone, brother, and the truth. I say Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. And I'm going to say this and how, I'm just going to start here in Isaiah 19. I'm going to go, the main point is verse 4 or 3. Because, everybody is pretty much in survival mode. And when you go, you got to have that whole survey. There's been, a series of surveys, in the news where they were, gauging the happiest countries in the world. Which is nothing more than something to poke fun of you Americans. Because all your leaders already know how unhappy you niggas are. Especially even more so now that Trump fucking added the damn tariff shit. Which is gonna cut more into you niggas already damn near empty pockets already. But the mirth is indeed gone here in America, because once again, everybody can't afford shit. Even all these niggas who have these fancy cars and whatnot, them niggas are in debt. There's what was this, about 2 years ago, I had a landscaping gig, and I was pretty much doing just basic yard work, and those in rich Edomite neighborhoods or Edomites that had money with big ass fucking houses, big houses where the entire backyard of the house there was a fucking forest behind it. There's a small forest behind the house. Niggas like that. Niggas with houses like that, houses that had fucking triple digit addresses. I was doing landscaping over there. I'm trying to think. I know Birmingham, but there's a lot of it's over in Birmingham, but there's a few other places as well. But niggas with 3-digit addresses, 3-4-digit addresses, and almost, well, really, because you have some of the dudes who's at those houses who had women. Or it may have been old bitches that was widowed, or CEOs of companies or some shit like that. But for the most part, the people whose houses I was working on, they weren't home. They were what were they doing? They were working. Because here it is, and I mention that why? Because even people that have money, those niggas are strapped for money. Because obviously, their lifestyle. Because they may make 100, maybe 250 grand a year, but they're spending all of that money. Most of that money, if not all of it. So they're still broke if they're not retaining or saving any of it. Or, figuring out ways to grow the money. You can make as much money as you want, but if you spend all of it, you're still fucking broke. You just have a higher style of living. But they were at work all fucking day. Every house I went to, damn near all of them were at fucking work. Why? Because they had to continue working to maintain that lifestyle. Things are becoming increasingly expensive. Whether it's a poor nigga or a nigga who have money, everybody has to work their fingers to the fucking bone. Multiple jobs. Even, and it's starting to affect, and it's affecting Edomites right now, which is why you see a lot of Edomites in social media talking about how they need to take their country back, because now things aren't fair for them. See, they weren't talking about this when it was only us going through it. Now that it's them going through it, now they're talking about taking up arms. So much for the justice system and so much for standing up for what's right, huh? Fucking hypocritical pieces of shit. But everybody I just came out of the store and those niggas were unfucking happy. You got old motherfuckers working. Like old niggas that have a limp that can barely walk on a fucking cane. Oh, those niggas are working, lifting heavy shit, pushing and pulling pallets of water, stocking shelves and dropping fries and shit. Dropping fries in hot oil and shit. 10, 12-hour work days. Get home, they fall asleep. They don't have the energy for nothing else. And we're wrapping up here in America. So Isaiah 19:3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. And what you had that actually happen in Egypt, in actual Egypt, but also in modern day Egypt, Egypt reborn, Sodom and Egypt. But you have these niggas that are asking their leaders what's going on. You know, help us. You know, during the pandemic, you had people that had small businesses. They were standing in front of their city governments and whatnot. And I remember there was one Edomite bitch that was talking about how she needed their help because the shit, their business was getting shut down, and that was their livelihood. But they didn't give a fuck. Same thing with Trump. People voted for Trump because they wanted to make America great again. But what is Trump doing? He's driving. He's about to drown you niggas. He's fucking everybody over. And the Edomites that believed in him, they're saying, wait a minute, this shit isn't right, you know? But no matter what you niggas do, you can't stop America from being destroyed, which a lot of you dumbasses don't fucking get. All of you you're taking copium and you're in denial. You're deep in denial. Because what Trump is doing with these tariffs, man, he's destroying, he's burning bridges. And America is not a country of creation and innovation. Like, if you want to talk about technology, sure, but they get even all these dumb bitch, all these damn technological pieces like chips and shit, they get it from other countries. Very few things, like even when you go, well, I guess you could say cars are manufactured here. But like that may be it as far as like a whole like industry. But even then, they still get like some vehicles from other countries and shit. But it's well known that especially when you go on Amazon, made in China, Temu, made in China, made in Philippines. A lot of shit you get from China, and Trump is fucking that shit up. Either way you go, it's all over. Whether you voted for Kamala or whether you voted for Trump, it's all over. You niggas don't get it. In that spirit of happiness, the Lord is taking that shit away by taking your money out your pockets. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts. A cruel Lord and a fierce king. Which, Lord willing, that guy is Trump. That Lord is Trump. Now take a look at what he's doing. Is that not cruel? Is it not a fierce thing for this nigga to do some shit that will lead to 30% tax already on top of inflation? Not only that, but you have some Edomite bitch talking. There's a brother put out a video of this Edomite chick to talk about how Trump was going to enact the Insurrection Act, which is going to lead a campaign to get rid of illegals out of America. Which I'm not sure how he's going to do that shit without declaring martial law. But also, what Trump is the type of nigga that will turn heel on you fuckers and say that anybody that has some shit to say against me or my regime or Elon Musk's regime, off with your fucking head. He's the type of nigga to do that, but people don't see that. He's still an Edomite. He may be a little bit more outspoken. See, he may be a little bit more relatable to some people who think he is, but he's still a fucking Edomite. He still has that bloodlust. He's not you niggas' hero. What? He's draining the swamp, right? He's so-called draining the swamp. So-called, freeing up government spending and getting all these agencies out the way. There's a deeper meaning to, you know, once again, why the fuck is Elon Musk in a position of immunity? Because the position that he's in, he's like, there are people that were trying to investigate him and they got fucking fired out the damn government. That's a position of immunity. What are they planning to do? It's a whole digital thing. What are these niggas planning to do? And you have Edomites that see that, okay, this nigga clearly is not for us. Let's go ahead and boot up and suit up to defend our country. So that's, you know, once again, that spirit of happiness and joy of the Lord to snatch that shit right away from you people. And you can see it on the face of the people. All on social media, niggas are outraged with what's going on. And what's up, Luigi Mangione, the Punisher, I call that nigga, is a prime fucking example. This nigga led a single man campaign, risked life and limb. This nigga risked it all. And took out that CEO, what's that? I forgot the name of that damn healthcare CEO. Nobody fucking cares. Fuck him. People saying fuck him and his family. He's at the head of United Healthcare. I think he was the CEO. People saying, hey, my family member was on a backlog and they ended up fucking dying because you niggas didn't give him the care that they fucking needed. Nobody give a fuck about that nigga that got fucking knocked off. People were fucking for a while. You had women. They were championing this nigga and shit like that. But yeah, man, like that's the point where it's gotten to, where you have average everyday citizens fucking Assassin's Creed and niggas. And if you see the way he lined that nigga up and blew that nigga the fuck away. Good night, nurse. But that's what it's come to. CEOs are getting fucking assassinated, my nigga. But yeah, the main point was that scripture, and like really what inspired this was like I said, I came out of the store and there was this older chick who was at the cashier who met, like it's like what? It's about they opened at like 8. It's about 2 hours into the work day. And already I heard that woman said, I can't wait to get out of here. And nobody wants to fucking work because everybody know they're getting fucked over. Everybody knows they're getting short end of the stick. They're not getting paid what their work is actually worth. Everybody's swamped with fucking debt, swamped with bills, swamped with all types of bullshit. The American people know they're getting fucked over and they're not happy about it. But that's what inspired this video. How that, you know, that spirit of happiness, it's gone, man. But hope is edifying. And like what? This is good for us. Because what? Fuck America. The worse America gets, the closer we get to our kingdom. Where we're going to have a rest. Because Micah 2:10 says this is not our rest. Well, we'll be able to kick our feet up without the fear of debt or fear of you know, losing employment or shit or some shit like that. Or a nigga making plans to bust in your door and take you captive. You know, that's what we're waiting for, so fuck America. Let it burn. And you even have Americans that are saying, let it fucking burn. That's how bad it is. There ain't no going back. But hope is edifying, so all praises, glory, and knowledge. Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shema, Kadash. The bonds of others, possible teachers, right? Middle, some, shoot, Shalom, to hopefully like this was destruction battle on Great America.